Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of our 28-day barrier breaking moves. I hope you're loving it so far. Day 1, we talked about your ideas and thoughts. Day 2, we talked about your aims, goals, and your why. Today, we're going to talk about having a vision and a plan of action. So you've streamlined all of those thoughts and ideas, you've prioritized them in order of, importance to you, and now choose one, anyone that you feel is relevant. Remember, the list that you have, some of them might not be relevant, even though you prioritize them, they might not be relevant now. So choose one that is relevant for you now, or a couple of them that you feel is important for you to start on now, or to do now, or something. And if it's something you want to do for 2022, that's fine, that's amazing. If it's something you want to do for next month or next year, still have a pick that one out and have a vision of what you want it to look like and a plan of action. So your vision is, I wrote it down, that is to plan the future with imagination. And your vision is what you see, how you want it to look like, at the end of the day. And then your mission is the steps that you're taking on a daily basis to achieve your vision. So you're on a mission to achieve your vision, basically. So what are you doing today to achieve that vision? How you want this thing that you have in your mind to look like. So you want to go to school, right? Or you're like, I don't know what I want to be. I want to be a doctor, but I don't know. I'm thinking of being a dentist, or I'm thinking of being a pediatrician, right? I want to be, whatever medical doctor it is. And then you're like, you don't know where to start, where to go. Maybe you want to start with general medicine. I am not a doctor, I'm not in the science field. I never chose that because I don't like being in the hospital. But I don't know, but it could be general medicine that you start with, and then throughout your journey, you might find the area that you feel like you really love and go into. But where do you start from? You have to have a plan of action of how you're going to achieve that. So I said earlier, you're on a mission to achieve your vision. So what's the mission? Your mission is your plan of action right now. What are you doing today to achieve what you see, what you're imagining tomorrow, what your vision is? Tomorrow is your vision. What is it? What are you doing today to achieve tomorrow what it is that you want to achieve, right? So that's your plan of action, that's your mission. So you want to go to school, you have to start looking for schools and then applying. You have to know who your sponsors are going to be. Are you funding yourself? Are you going to have sponsors out there? Are your parents funding you? How are you going to raise the funds to put in the application? Or you're like, I want to lose weight, right? I want to be at this particular figure. And everything I said yesterday was that, or one of the things I said yesterday was that, are you doing it for people or are you doing it for yourself, right? When it's for you, it's so important, because when you do it for other people, it's like, what is the gain? Apart from if it's a charity organization or you're doing it so that people's lives will be changed and transformed, or it's impacting somebody's life, obviously that's your passion, that's your desire to do that, that's fine. But if you're looking for the applaud of people, so that your Instagram page or your social media page will pop, hello, let's get back in here. So put your plan of action, like, I want to lose weight. You've stated your aim, your goals, your reason. It's very healthy. You have a healthy reason as to why you want to achieve this. You go ahead and do it. So like, you want to lose weight. Okay, how much weight do you want to lose in the first place? You put that down. Okay, what are you going to do today to make sure that you achieve that goal? So is it going to the gym, or is it buying a treadmill or a bicycle thingy, whatever it is, or some all of those appliances that you use, the weightlifting things. What is it? Which part of your body do you want to reduce weight in? You want to have a six-pack, you want to you want to have stronger arms. Like, what is it are you trying to achieve? And that's all the thing, that's part of your vision, your plan. What do you want to achieve at the end of the day? And so you put in the work today to achieve that. So today, I want you to write down the things that you're going to do to achieve that goal. And you might not have all the steps. Let me tell you this. Like I said earlier, on day 1, that even having this 28-day plan, I knew I wanted to do this. I knew I mean, if you know me, you know I don't like to be on the camera. So for me, being here, it's an uncomfortable zone for me, but I knew I wanted to do this. I wanted to share some of the things that, you know, I wanted to do to achieve these goals. And I'll probably share a story after this, but what's the action behind it? And so I started putting my pen down. The moment I started writing, like things started coming, like the ideas started coming. Obviously, I said that I prayed about it as well. I was like, God, just give me ideas of how to go about this, you know. And the story I wanted to share was that when I was studying in London, once I finished, my desire was to work in a bank. And this idea was from when I was a young child, like I'm talking about 9, 8 years old, 10 years old, that this was a desire that I knew that I wanted to. Once I finished university, I knew I wanted to finish high school and go to college and go to university and then go and start working in a bank and then work for the UN. But I achieved all of that. So once I finished university, I was looking for, like, it's not like because I went back into my childhood and thought, what do I want to achieve? Even when I was going to 9th grade, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Even though I had all these ideas and things, it didn't even come to my mind that, girl, you wanted to work in the bank. Why don't you go to the commerce class? Like, it was not even in my mind at that time when I was in 9th grade. But eventually I got to 9th grade after praying about it. I got to my business class, and now I worked, well, not now, but then when I finished university, I was able to work in a bank. And when I finished, it was like looking for jobs, and my desire was a bank. And I did get one whilst I was in London, but at the end of the day, my visa could not allow me to stay much longer than the banks would want me to work. And so I had to quit looking for jobs and go home. Also, I had the desire of going home. I couldn't wait to be home. After 5 years of not seeing your family, I was like, yeah, I need to get home. So I got home and I started applying for jobs. But before I got home, I saw this bank that I wanted to work for, and I was like, this is the bank I want to work for. And it was Zenith Bank at that time. You know, well, it's still Zenith Bank. But at that time, in my mind, this is the bank I wanted to work for. And I was like, I would love to work here. I looked at all, like, their vision, their plans, their mission, everything about the bank. And, you know, after finding out everything, I was like, no, this is where I would love to work, you know. And I got back home, I applied. I didn't just apply there, I applied everywhere, you know. And I wouldn't have minded if I worked for another bank, because my desire was to work for a bank when I was younger. But now I was getting very specific, you know, this is where I wanted to work. And after applying everywhere, I eventually got this job at Zenith Bank. It was so amazing. Like, I was so grateful to God, like, you know, this is the thing. And even as I thought about it, even as I think about it now, even getting emotional, I'm just like, girl, go back to being that girl that, you know, you were specific about what you wanted in life, and you went for it. You never let anything stop you. Yes, you worked hard to achieve every other thing, to apply to all those other places. What is it now that you feel like you can do right now? Be specific about what you want and go for it. Yes, you might have to apply to other places. Yes, you might have to put some work in other areas just to achieve that vision, but eventually it will come to you. And number 4 never came to me. Working at the UN, I've even had like interviews with them, but I never got the job. But like, I'm like, you know what, even if I mean, eventually throughout my life, I was like, if I don't get to work for them, I'll work with them. But it's like right now, it's like, it's not of importance to me right now. It's just like I told you yesterday, some of the things we write down might not be relevant anyway. It might not be relevant any day now, and maybe later, maybe never. But for me, number 4 is not as important right now to me. Working for the United Nations right now, it's not like my goal right now. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, have your vision, have your plan of action. What are you going to do? Apply for the jobs. You know, if it comes, you go for it. If it doesn't, just still thank God it wasn't probably meant for you, you know, and still make sure you're diligent wherever you are. You know, right now I find myself working in different banks because I'm a consultant. I'm able to work in different banks. And I was like, look at that, the vision, the dream. I'm still doing it. I'm still achieving it, right? So what is it that you want to achieve? Have a plan, have an action. Like, I didn't, even now that I'm working right now, I didn't even have like, I want to work in a bank here, no. But now it just started coming to me. When I applied for jobs, those were the ones that would come to me. You know, even in the consulting area, it was always a bank opportunity that will come to me. So, one day your vision will start chasing after you and coming after you, but put in the work today to achieve what you need to achieve tomorrow. What is the action that you're going to take? What are the steps you might have to take? And what I was saying earlier is that you might not know everything right now, but eventually, as you take each step, another one will come up for you to be able to go into. Another idea, another venture will come, someone else will come to help you, will come your way and be of help to you, that will take you to the next level. So just put one foot in front of the other. Put that action plan down. It might be one plan, it might be two, but put those things down. And tomorrow we continue. Let's see what day 4 has for us. Thank you for listening. Hope this blesses you so much. Bye.